Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-August 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aries collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my guides. Talk to me. What do you got for us Rams here in mid-August? It is still Leo season, beautiful time of year. What energies, messages, insights can we pull for the Aries collective? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aries in mid-August. What's the energy looking like here? Can we get a little forecast for my good friends? There we go. Beautiful. So this card does have a lot of energy surrounding time itself. This could also be somebody waiting something out or in waiting mode in regards to something. So we'll have to see what's up with that. But before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a bit more about this card in depth. So we see this lovely lady. She's sitting right there next to the window. There's a bird next to her. There's letters, there's notes. There's this big golden clock right above her head. And whenever I see a clock, it does represent time in one way or another. So for some of you, like whatever situations you're dealing with could be involving time. Whether you're waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to pass, maybe something's going to pop up that you've been dealing with for quite a while when this card is in the mix. I always say that people experience time in different ways. For some of us, you know, some days they fly by. Maybe this year has flown by for you. Some people it seems to drag. So time could be playing a factor in one way or another with whatever it is you're going through. Also communication, that could be a very big thing here with the note. So there could be a talk of importance coming up for some of you, or there could be something that you have on your mind that you feel like you want to say or communicate when this is here. And everyone knows Aries has the reputation for being pretty straightforward and blunt, and I'm kind of picking that up off this card too, so just know that classic Aries bluntness is showing up. So let's put that down for now. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading, it's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards into upright, then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. See what we have for the beautiful Aries collective, please. My God, and while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. And it's been a little intriguing because it's like week to week we've been bouncing around with different energies for Aries, where 2 weeks ago was really good, looking real nice. Last week's reading was titled The Big Problem. So for some of you know that energy could be very up and down, where things could be popping up, where it's like a thorn in the side. But we're going to see what energy shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Let's get you 3 cards, my friends. 3 cards for Aries, please. What do we got? The deck is being very specific here. Okay, we do have the star card, so interesting that we have this time elapsing with both of these cards that we're already leading with. To me, the star is kind of a card of the future. It's usually very positive, optimistic, wish fulfillment type of energy. So there could be a little bit of a sense of optimism with whatever it is you're dealing with as well. So let's just put it down right there. Let's get a couple more out. I don't want to read too much into it just yet. Here we go. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles, very, very nice. So we're starting here in a pretty optimistic way, my friends. Let's get one more, then we'll piece it all together here for you. What's going on with Aries? What's going on? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. Now, I'm going to try my best not to get too overly optimistic here, but all of these are leaning pretty positive. I really like the elemental mixture we have going on as well. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, When I look over here, we have a nice mixture of things happening. We have this strong, powerful major arcana with the star, light at the end of the tunnel, wish fulfillment, all that good stuff. We have earth, we have water. When you combine these two, they can represent potential. There's a great new energy that could be sliding in as well. There's also this energy of communication, like we saw in the Oracle with these two here on the back end. So maybe there is some sort of news coming in, but we'll have to see how it all plays together. But yeah, right off the bat, it's looking pretty positive so far. Okay, so if you're dealing with an Aries, you're cross-watching, this could bode well depending on the situation. But let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. So position number one, the star card. This is Aquarius energy. So whether you have Aquarius placements yourself, this could be an Aquarius in your life if we're seeing a person here. But I already mentioned some of the themes that we think of when the star is here. It's hope, it's optimism. It's like, okay, well, even if right now isn't super ideal, the future looks bright. The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. That's kind of what this is about. It's not about the winds that are happening right now, or it's not about the energy that you're in right this second. It's long term. So I see this when something's going to pay off for you, whether it's a situation or a process you're working through. It's like, okay, this will pay off one day. This will pay off eventually. Aside from that, wish fulfillment in a very, very big way. Now, I always like to give the positive and the challenge of every single card. When it comes to the star, I mean, everything I just spoke could easily flip in the inverse. So for some Aries out there, maybe you're feeling a little down, maybe you're feeling a little gloomy. In its worst case scenario, this could be someone that's losing hope in something. But again, with all this positive energy, even if you're in that mode, I feel like things are going to happen. Things are going to elapse that really shift that energy for you to the positive, hopefully. Okay, but again, we could just be looking at a large swath of time whenever the star is in the mix. Now, moving to the center, completely different vibe, but also very positive. We have the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. Now, you know, I love all aces. They all represent offers and opportunities. So for some of you, yeah, maybe there's a big offer coming in. Maybe there's an opportunity that you need to pounce on. Everyone knows Aries is action oriented. So in the coming days and weeks, keep your eyes open, whether it's an opportunity to talk about something or whether it's literally money related, work related. This Ace of Pentacles is fantastic energy. Again, it could also be communication, conversation. Now, I always say with all aces as well, they could represent a bit of skepticism. When it comes to aces, they're not fully developed energies just yet. It's not guaranteed. It could also be a limited time offer. So if there are things that pop up, you need to meet the universe halfway with this card. In its roughest sense, the Ace of Pentacles could just represent, I don't want to say false opportunity. It really depends on what the clarifier is here, but just be discerning in this time, especially with these two. They're very positive, but be discerning. On to the back end, we have our good pal, the Knight of Cups. Now, some of you might be connected to a water sign here. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All Knights are about action. This one is moving forward at a nice steady pace. So for some of you, it could be action oriented, could be an energy moving towards you or you moving towards an energy when this is here. I always say the Knight of Cups, if it's not a literal person you're dealing with, it's a smooth talking, easy flowing, easy going type of energy. And if we're talking about communication, when we see the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, this is like a nice back and forth, pardon me, or it's a good conversation coming in. So I do like this. I feel like there's a lot of potential here. And when we combine everything, there could be blessings involved. It really depends on what clarifies it. So I want to dive deeper, my friends. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Aries friends. Guides and spirit team, what's happening for my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that star card. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aries, you could drop it right in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, star time. Why is it here? Almost. There we go. Thank you. Lovers, beautiful. And there's also a card that almost popped out, and I'm going to take it into account, even though it's not fully within the reading. Not sure if you could see who that is. It flipped on its side, and stuck in there. We have the Empress. So I'm just taking note of that, especially when I was speaking about possible blessings and good things. Lovers, love it. So that's Gemini energy. So interestingly, we have this double air sign action going on here. Now, the Lovers is generally about partnerships. We have the Knight of Cups here. For some Aries, there could be a very important partnership that's showing up in your reading this week. And you know, I don't always like to pigeonhole the reading just into love alone, but there are a lot of little clues here for a lot of you that there are relationships that could be coming in, relationships that could start building here, or they're taking a place of prominence in your mind and whatever it is you're going through. Now, the Lovers is a very healing type of energy. If we're not talking about a soul bond, a soul tie, for some of you, it's like, oh, well, no, this feels good. This might work out. There's like a big optimism about a person, whether they feel that about you or you feel that about them. But I'm just loving the angelic, hopeful energy that I'm picking up, because the Archangel Raphael is a card of healing. So when I see it under the star, for some of you, you could be going through a healing journey, whether it's something that's recently happened, whether it's something from the past that comes bubbling up. Now is a great time for healing for a lot of Aries here. But I like this energy. If this is a person, this could be a very important person coming in and showing their face prominently. Okay, and very angelic, wish fulfillment based. I don't feel like this is the only message we're going to pull here, because we have a lot more to go, and the Empress almost showed up, so I'm already getting a lot of possible blessings from different areas in life. Let's keep moving forward. Now could be a great time for various different reasons. Okay, so even if your current situation isn't the best, like, it could really take a good turn, which is nice. It's a totally different vibe from what I was picking up last week. So let's get you the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what's up there. Thank you. Queen of Cups, beautiful. Lots of people here. One thing I will say, Aries, I'm feeling a magnetic energy from you. And this does pop up from time to time when I'm seeing the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Lovers, even the Star. Just knowing this time there could be a lot of people coming your way energetically. Like, here it comes, here they come type of energy. This is a great alignment for emotional offers, emotional talks and conversations as well, getting something out in the air. So I like this energy here in the center. Now, the Queen of Cups, if it's not a water sign you're connected to, she's another card of romance, love, and emotion. Okay, and there is a good energy shining on you in this time, whether you're patching something up or whether it's even something new for some of you. But the big thing I'm picking up here, if this isn't a big offer or opportunity coming in for you that's going to bring a lot of emotional happiness, it could be conversational related. But either way, with all this positive energy, all these possible blessings, I feel like you're going to be very magnetic in this time, that there's a lot of different energies from different people coming in. Now, that doesn't mean it's all like romance based, remember, but I feel like there's just, you're pulling people towards you even if you're not trying to. Even if you're not purposely trying to. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're a little more popular in the coming days and weeks than you normally are. Remember, it's like, here it comes, here they come type of energy already, and we didn't even get to the Knight of Cups. So beautiful energy all around. Let's go in on that Knight of Cups. I'm really liking this vibe. We'll see what the Knight of Cups has to say, then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So why is this Knight of Cups here? What's going on? Thank you. Even more conversation, communication showing up here. Something could go unexpectedly well. We have the Two of Swords. Now, I do feel this is the only little speed bump that you might be dealing with, whether it's coming from your end or someone else's. It's like, all right, well, I'm a little confused about what I'm feeling right now. There is a little bit of sense of confusion, like, all right, this is new, this is kind of new. So just know there might, and I know Aries is a bold sign, but there could be something that's making you feel a little unsure. There could be a situation or something where it's like, not sure how I should handle this, not sure how much I should open up, not sure how much I should say. So this is an energy, although there's beautiful potential and possibility here, that little unsure energy here is showing up. Now, the Two of Swords is one of my biggest cards of mystery, aside from the little confusion I was speaking about as well. So when I see it with the Knight of Cups, we have lots of these energies of different things, different people coming in. Could be an unexpected or a surprising talk. You might have multiple with all this, because it seems like we have very similar themes showing up throughout this whole entire reading. Lots of people, lots of talking, lots of chit chat. So I feel like you're going to be doing a lot more talking than you normally are. And one is a little bit more expected. The other one might come out of the blue. So keep that in mind. Unexpected or surprising talks. Do I feel like the end result is going to be bad? No, that's not what I'm picking up here. But then again, I mean, I'm not sure what every single Aries in the world is going through, but I feel like there's good potential here. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. I'd say compared to last week, I'm really liking this energy. But if you kindly look in the box, position number one, we have the star card with the lovers in the upright. Like I said, very angelic energy, healing. For some of you, you could be on a healing journey. Now could be a great time for you to fix things within yourself or other situations. Aquarius, Gemini, water signs, all these things showing up in a very big way. But there is a very prominent person or individual that could be coming in short order, or that you could be focused on, specifically soul ties. Moving to the center, we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups in the upright. Whether this is like emotional talks or offers here, both could be coming in. But this is where I started picking up that magnetism, that you could be bringing various different individuals towards you, even if you're not trying to. So just know your phone might be blowing up a little more than it normally does when we have all this. Onto the back end, we have the Knight of Cups with the Two of Swords. There is a little bit of an unsure energy I'm picking up here. So whether that's from your end or somebody else's, it's like, I'm not sure how I should handle this. Not sure how much I should say. But another thing here is the unexpected or surprising conversations as well. And there could be multiple. Lots of potential here, though, Aries. Please take a screenshot of that. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. I like the energy overall. That's the one thing I'll say. So let's get a good shuffle here and see what's in the shadows for my Aries friends, please. Guides and spirit team. And yes, I always like to pull one of these at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, shadow card time. Shadow card. Thank you. Page of Wands. So it seems that this reading was focused on several main things. A lot of them were the energies of different people coming in, and we have a court card even showing up in the shadows. Now, this one could represent you, but when I see the Page of Wands, to me, it's a card of pacing yourself, not burning yourself out. So just keep that in mind, especially if all this energy does start coming to pass. Very important to pace yourself, not rush into things when this Page of Wands is here. And listen, as an Aries myself, I know we're action-oriented. We jump right into things when they feel right. This card in the shadows could be spirit saying like, all right, slow and steady, Aries, slow and steady wins the race, especially with all this energy we had in the front end. But another thing with the Page of Wands, it fits right into everything we were talking about with communication, conversation. And I said there could be multiple topics of conversation or talks coming up that you don't see coming. So when we have this messenger showing up in the shadows, there might be multiple. So this week should be interesting. These next couple of weeks should be very interesting for a lot of the Aries collective. But we're going to leave it at that. Once again, just pace yourself a little bit. And yeah, don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. And for the July subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's fire and air readings. But for the August subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Gilded Tarot Royale, one of my favorite decks ever. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, if you could time travel, would you rather go into the past to meet your ancestors, or would you rather go into the future to meet your descendants? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.